Hey guys, back at it. This is day 161 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This was prompted by a 100-day challenge, and that was prompted through a meditation session. If you want to know more information about those first 100 days, just make sure to pop back in all of the long list of daily diary entries to those first 100, and I'll definitely explain more in those. So let's get to it. Day 161. Today is a Monday. It has been kind of rainy over here. So I don't know if you haven't listened before. I love rainy days. Rainy days, they don't really bring my spirits down. They're kind of rejuvenative in a way. It's just a lot of rain is cleansing and purifying, and I used to be very affected by the rain and the gloominess, and now I feel like it just puts me into a different spirit. So today is a Monday, got the kids up and to school. It's kind of rainy out, so not really super cold, but it's, chilly. And then I had made the decision with all of that went on with my car on Friday to just go ahead and take the deal. They've totaled my car out from the last accident I had. And so I will be signing the car over to them and then taking the payout for my car. And I needed to go and pick up all my stuff from the vehicle. So that was today. After I dropped the kids off, I went over to the collision center and talked to them about needing tools to take off the license plates. I got those, and I had a big bag ready to just fill all the things that I had left in there. So I went to the car. I started, opening the doors and grabbing out stuff, and just, I think as I was going through the car, taking my things out and just kind of having that last moment, it just kind of brought a little bit of sadness and grieving. So I did give that some space. I allowed myself to feel that way because I did, my car is just a thing. It is not a person. It is not, living, breathing. It is, just something I've had in my life. I've enjoyed the car. It ticked off every box for me. And it was something that brought me a lot of joy. Also, it brought me a lot of joy that I'd saved up all the money to purchase it myself. And it was a really big accomplishment. So I just had a lot of fun and excitement in that car, and all the features, like I said, it's just first world problems. Features made me happy. The spaciousness made me happy. Just the reliability and the gas mileage and all the things about the car, it really made me happy. So to go through it and start taking my things out and know that I'm not going to be in that car anymore, it just kind of brought a little bit of sadness and that grieving factor. So I cleaned it out. I returned the tools. I went back home, and I really didn't have anything on the books because I was supposed to kind of get into doing things with my grandma and getting ready for different markets, and things have kind of changed just because of the car situation. So I went home and got into the sauna for about 45 minutes, did some vibration therapy for about 30 minutes. I decided I was still feeling very much sad and a little bit depressed, just because of, the whole car coming to a close. And I thought about it, and I was like, yes, I can grieve this. It was, it's okay to feel this way, but it's not okay to stay this way because it was just a car. It was just a thing. I can get another car. I've been in rentals, and rentals have been fine. They're not my favorite. They don't bring me joy. but I have something I can drive, get from point A to point B. So then I got in the shower and I got dressed and I was like, okay, great. I am going to go look at cars, go to a dealership and just test some out because I don't even have a baseline of what I might want as far as like a new vehicle. I just know that I want some kind of sunroof, panoramic roof. That really is something that makes me happy in a car, that I could see more of an outside, inside. So I was starting to do that, and my son had asked me if I could come to lunch with him. And I thought about that, and I was looking at the timeline, and I'm like, okay, I can go now. I grabbed him some Chick-fil-A. I was all dressed for the day. I went to his school to have lunch with him, and then he was very excited and happy, and hung out with me his whole lunch hour. Well, they only have 30 minutes, which is another sad thing, that kids are pressured to eating very quickly and only being allowed to eat at a very specific time, not when they're hungry. Anyway, I can go on and on about schools and the structures that they set up, but I don't want to go too much over. So anyway, I had lunch with him. It was really great. Hung out, had some snuggle time. We talked about how he was feeling, and he wanted to save part of his lunch for his sister, and that was really super cute. But he wanted to save his fries, and they would probably get soggy and yucky by the time his sister got to them. So I told him that we'd just go and get her some fries later. So that was cute. I ended up just, hanging out with him, and then going after I left the school to Costco because I had to return 2 things now. So I had some leggings that didn't quite work, and then I had purchased a wiper blade for my Prius that obviously I wouldn't need for it. So then I took back those 2 things to Costco, returned them, got the money back, and then went in and just browsed. I was just looking at all the clothes. I was looking at all the toys and all the gift cards that they have available. And I actually did find a jacket for my son. They restocked or something, but they had one in his size that was perfect. And so I got that. And it was just a short Costco trip, but I enjoyed it. I got to just look at things that I don't normally get to look at. I connected with a few people that I knew from the store. And the lady who was checking my receipt at the end, she just was throwing the compliment. She's like, oh my gosh, you look so cute. Your hair, your dress, everything's just going very well together today. And she's like, you look great. So I took that compliment and I was very thankful for it. I hopped over to the Toyota dealership, which is really close to the Costco by me. And I tried out a RAV4 and a Corolla Cross just to see how those were, because they're, SUVs with, hybrid options. They both have regular sunroofs, not the panoramic roof. And Toyota is what I've been used to for the last 2 cars. So it was nice to just have that familiarity. And it was a nice test drive. The lady who was helping me out, we had some great conversations. And I've just been seeing a lot of angel numbers today, a lot of triple numbers, a lot of double doubles. And I mean, nothing crazy happened today, but it's just I'm on the right path. I'm doing the right things. This is what's meant to happen. I'm just trying to go after what excites me the most. And right now, what excites me the most is just finding the next thing. I don't have anything right now that I'm sitting on that I'm I'm excited for this. I've actually had some things shift in plans, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that European trip for the 3 weeks. my priority is my kids and being there for them. And I found out that their graduation ceremonies will probably be over those 3 weeks. So while it's very exciting for me to have that opportunity, it's for me more important to be here and support them. And so some things are shifting, which is not making me upset or anything. It's just like the shift is happening. So I'm just trying to figure out what car I'm gonna get and jump into next. I also decided to download a dating app again and then structure it so that I rearranged my profile and changed the pictures and changed the prompts and changed kind of the wordings of things. I gave myself a limit of I am going to, in the morning, do all of my scrolling and swiping and liking. And once I hit my max likes of the day, then that's it. I'm shutting it off. And in the evening, at some point before going to bed, I will open it again if I've gotten any responses, but that I'm not going to be on it all day. I'm not going to be swiping and scrolling all day. It's just going to be 2 time frames, very short. And if somebody does want to communicate with me, then I will do it within those 2 time frames, either in the morning or in the evening. But I'm not going to have it open and on all day. So I've created my own boundaries with that. And we'll just see how it goes. I feel like it's been a good amount of time since I've been in my last relationship, and I really ended it in a healthy way. I knew I wanted to focus more on myself. I've been focusing a lot on myself, and there's things that you just can't work through on your own. And also, I just want to go out and have fun and engage with somebody else and see, like, with a new person, a new personality, that interaction and how the new changes I've made personally, how that integrates into a relationship space and how to navigate that better. So yeah, that's the one thing that I did. But the kids had a great day at school, and I picked them both up from the bus stop because it was still kind of gloomy and rainy. I had a really great day. I mean, I got a lot of stuff accomplished. I, test drove some cars. I cleared out my stuff from my old car. I still have to call insurances and figure that whole thing out. I will be picking up my monthly rental car on Wednesday, and that'll be cool because that's another car that I was looking into purchasing. So it'll be cool to test that out. And so my daughter got to some homework. My son was just super snuggly and huggy all night. My daughter and I did some yin yoga before bedtime. And it was all in all a really amazing, great, fun day with a little bit of normalness. Like, grieving is fine. Grieving for things is fine. But you allow it space and you don't reside there and let it hold on to you. You just work through it and move through it in the appropriate time. So yeah, I thank you guys for being here, for being present and holding space for me and listening and supporting me. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have the most fabulously awesome, magical, rainbow-filled day or night whenever you are listening to this. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.